No, there most certainly is not. There hasn't been for like 4 years. Chicago. And one time I got stuck in Chicago overnight because they wouldn't fly me into Indianapolis, and I was looking out my hotel window and I said, that's Indianapolis, like I can see it. What is going on?
Should have gotten a bike or something.
Yeah, right.
Kenny, I know you said the other night, like what to do with these, final regular season games, be a very collaborative process. You talk to players and all of that. What can you share just about like the themes that kind of came out of those conversations and how you manage?
Yeah, I think definitely collaborative. All of us, Kobe included, players, coaches, performance, medical, the whole thing. So, yeah, just came up with a plan, and I think it was, first of all, getting us ready for the playoffs. It's like first, what's the best path, and then the layers behind that, and then what is each individual, what does his path look like? So that was just kind of the thought process. Yeah, and that's why Evan's rested tonight. And then we got a few guys banged up, right? Like, so just playing it cautious there.
And I don't know if we've had a chance to ask you about Chuba at all, but what intrigues you just about him and his game?
Another 6'8", 6'9" guy, that can play multiple positions. Kind of the new profile of wing defender, athlete, and he's obviously strong, another strong body, yeah. I mean, first impression's really good. Just watching him, had a couple of stay-ready games, and watching that. And I thought the other night, for not knowing what we're doing, really did a pretty good job.
Chris. Hey, Kenny.
Chris.
So, 4 of the 5 starters being out tonight, are they done for the regular season?
No.
No.
We're still I'm not gonna tell you the exact plan, but still they want to, I think we gotta keep our rhythm.
And then when it comes to Jarrett, given that you've clinched and obviously he has the 82 game goal, are you managing his minutes?
Yeah, we're gonna manage it tonight. He wants to play tonight. We'll acquiesce and like I've always said, we respect it. So he'll play some tonight. Not sure he plays the whole game.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to games like tonight, when you're missing 4 of your 5 starters, what's important for you to see from the guys that are going to be available?
Compete level, like force, energy, like, this is like these games are like test your program, test your stay ready group, test your obviously your bench guys go up a notch, so you see them in a different role. So there's always a takeaway, but we're coming out here to win the game. We're coming out to play well and compete at a high level. We know they've been playing really well, but doesn't change our mindset at all.
Kenny, with the way the play-in is now, there's a week between the season and the playoffs. How has that changed the way you approach the last week or so of the season since that implementation?
Yeah, it factors in, right? As opposed to, you're starting right off right after the season. So that definitely went into our thought process, and also thought, Chris has, are you shutting that guys down for the rest of the season? It's like, no, I don't think you can, because you do have that week in between. So definitely changes your mindset.
Into the other thing you said about just testing your stay ready guys, testing your bench guys. What kind of situations do you want to see them in? What can you still learn about those guys at this stage in the year, and what do you want to try to learn?
Yeah, well, first let's get our role players even more minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that, I think that'll help come playoff time. So that was part of it. Instead of some guys, instead of playing 16, they'll play 28. So we'll get them more reps, which is always good. We can see our small ball line up, right? With Evan not playing, and then J.A. will probably play limited minutes. So we'll take a look at that. and hopefully, it's a confidence thing too. Guys play a little more minutes, they get a little more freedom to shoot and maybe a little more roll. I think that helps going into the playoffs.